That is why they are doing. That is why the illegal sanction has been given by the governor. Because he is acted according to the direction of the government of India.
What is your stand of action, sir?
The entire party and the government will stand by my Chief Minister. He has not done anything wrong. It is a political motivated issue which has been done. So we are going to agitate, we are going to the law, we are going to the courts, we will take all legal remedies. At the same time, the entire state, our party cadres will start functioning. We will oppose the stand of the governor and we will stand by my Chief Minister.
Sir, in your press conference, even in the first day and today, you are very strong. You are saying it's my government and I know how to safeguard it.
Definitely we will safeguard because there is no illegal activities has been done or anything which act has been done when the Chief Minister was in power. Personally, he has not been benefited anything out of it. He has lost his family has lost the land and they have compensated as per the law. That is what I can tell you.
So you will stand with the CM and you
Of course, it is a bound duty and we all are committed. Not only me, the entire legislators, almost 138 members, we stand by him. We will see that he has been, at any point of time, there is no need of him resigning to the Chief Minister post.
But BJP is demanding for the resignation time and again, sir.
Politically, they see he is a backward class man. He has given we have given 5 guarantee. They are against the backward class. They are against the 5 guarantees. They doesn't want the people to be uplifted. That is why if they feel that if they are looking at it has become a Karnataka model. They are against the poor. That is why they are fighting against it.
So you will stand down.
100%. There is no question. I stand by him. The entire party stands by him.
There are several issues, facets, and I only want to highlight 5-6 very quickly. It's most unfortunate. We have seen now the office of Speaker debased and devalued as far as the 10th schedule is concerned. Highly over-politicized. Much worse is happening now to the office of the Governor. Debased and devalued. You are having this disease, as far as governors are concerned, traveling from Tamil Nadu to Kerala, from Kerala to West Bengal, from West Bengal to so many states. Look at what has happened here. This is an elected government. It was elected recently. It was elected after obscene amounts of monies were spent by the ruling BJP to get their own government elected. Now you want to destabilize it by these means? Any complainant, anybody on the street comes and makes a complaint. How many times has the governor entertained such complaints? A friendly governor then gives consent, sanction, permission. Obviously it is not the poor governor's fault. It is his master's voice dictating things. And HMV doesn't work in constitutional law. Most astonishingly, the governor is bound by the aid and advice and acts on the aid and advice of the cabinet of the state. This is as old as our Indian Republic, it is as old as our constitution, it is as old as Shamsher Singh's judgment, it is as old as Nabam Rebiya's judgment, there are any number. Now in this case, without the Chief Minister in any way being part of it, he was not even present in the meeting, he was side recusal. The cabinet gave a detailed reasoned order why the governor should deny sanction. That cabinet advice was given long ago. It is completely binding on the governor. It does not come under any exception of the constitution by which the governor can act on his own. But why is the governor doing it? Because just 2 or 3 complainants make a complaint. Governors are not supposed to be acting like this. They have not acted like this earlier. And the question in the light of this cabinet decision becomes one of threshold jurisdiction. The question is not merits, whether you did this or I did this. Question is, can the governor act at all? And therefore it is threshold jurisdiction. It is unfortunately the dirty tricks department of ruling parties which encourages all this. It is happening in every sphere of life And I think it's to be deprecated and condemned by all political parties together, unequivocally. It's also a very grave assault on federalism. A very grave assault on federalism.
The Honorable Governor of Karnataka has sanctioned the prosecution against Chief Minister Siddaramaiah regarding the very serious allegations he has been facing regarding the Muda scam. This is a very significant development. The serious allegations, the nature of the allegations are very serious. The investigating agencies will now have to start the process of prosecution. And needless to say, one cannot expect the Chief Minister to continue in office while agencies that report to him are investigating the allegations and charges made against him. So the principles of natural justice and the principles of morality demand that Chief Minister Siddaramaiah must resign and make way for the impartial investigation into these very serious allegations, into these very serious charges. We hope that the Chief Minister will take moral responsibility and resign forthwith and make available an impartial investigation into these serious allegations.
आज गवर्नर ने, राज्यपाल ने कानूनों को स्टडी किया है। ये केस भारतीय जनता पार्टी का केस नहीं है। केजे अब्राहम भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यकर्ता भी नहीं है। अब्राहम, प्रवीण और स्नेहमयी कृष्णा, ये तीन लोगों ने गवर्नर को केस दिया था। पहले उसको गवर्नर ने स्टडी किया, सबसे बात किया, कानूनी तरीके से प्रोसिक्यूशन को आज परमिशन दिया है। सिद्धारामैया 2 केस में कल्प्रिट है, अपराधी है। एक वाल्मीकि डेवलपमेंट कॉरपोरेशन में खुद वो विधानसभा सेशन में मान लिया है ये करप्शन 187 करोड़ का नहीं है, ये केवल 89 करोड़ का है। लाइक 89 करोड़ का करप्शन हो गया, ऐसे खुद सिद्धारामैया ने मान लिया है। ये पैसा किधर गया? ये पैसा तेलंगाना इलेक्शन को गया, चुनाव के लिए कांग्रेस के अकाउंट में गया। उधर वाइन शॉप को पैसा दिया, उधर ज्वेलरी शॉप को पैसा दिया, एक प्राइवेट बैंक को पैसा दिया। प्राइवेट बैंक से पूरा कांग्रेस पार्टी को ये पैसा गया। हमारा गरीबों का पैसा, हमारा गंगा कल्याण बोरवेल का पैसा, हमारा बच्चे का पैसा तेलंगाना में कांग्रेस चुनाव को दिया है। ये सिद्धारामैया ने किया, एक खुद मान लिया है। दूसरा, मूडा में, मैसूर में इसका बीवी गैर कानूनी तरीके से साइट लिया है, 14 साइट लिया है, 14 साइट लिया है, गैर कानूनी है। एक दलित का जमीन को वो लिया एंड 92 में लेने के समय, उसके बाद हर समय सिद्धारामैया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट में थे। वो मंत्री थे, ओपोजिशन लीडर थे, अभी मुख्यमंत्री है। मैं मांग करती हूँ सिद्धारामैया ये केस को फेस करना चाहिए, वो तुरंत इस्तीफा देना चाहिए। फिर केस को प्रोसिक्यूशन तो अभी हो गया, जस्टिस मिलने के लिए केस को जस्टिस मिलना चाहिए। लोगों को ये बताना चाहिए मेरे ऊपर ट्रस्ट है तो मैं इस्तीफा देता हूँ एंड केस को लड़ता हूँ। मुझे न्याय मिला तो मैं फिर से मुख्यमंत्री बन सकता है। ऐसे ये सिद्धारामैया ने तुरंत इस्तीफा देना। ही शुड रिजाइन इमीडिएटली एंड फेस द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस एंड फेस द केस।